The Garden of Patience, a lesson in hard work and growth. Once upon a time, there was a curious and lively little girl named Sophie who loved spending weekends at her grandmother's house. Her grandmother, Nana, had a big, beautiful garden full of colorful flowers, vegetables, and sweet-smelling herbs. Sophie always admired it, but she had never helped take care of it before. One sunny morning, as Sophie was running around in the backyard, Nana called her over. "Sophie, would you like to help me in the garden today?" she asked with a warm smile. Sophie's eyes lit up. "Yes, please, Nana. I want to make the flowers bloom and pick vegetables." Nana chuckled and handed Sophie a small shovel. "Gardening is not just about picking flowers and veggies, my dear. It takes patience and hard work. Are you ready for that?" Sophie nodded eagerly, though she wasn't quite sure what Nana meant by patience. She was just excited to get started. First, Nana showed Sophie how to dig small holes in the soil. Sophie's little hands worked as fast as they could, but after a while, she became tired. "Why can't we just sprinkle some seeds and watch the flowers bloom right away?" she asked, a little frustrated. Nana smiled kindly. "The seeds need time to grow, Sophie. Just like you don't grow taller overnight, plants need time to become big and strong. We must water them, give them sunlight, and be patient." Sophie listened and nodded, but she still wished the flowers would grow faster. Together, they planted seeds for tomatoes, carrots, and bright yellow sunflowers. Afterward, they carefully watered the soil, and Nana showed Sophie how to pull out the weeds that could stop the plants from growing. "Now what?" Sophie asked, wiping the dirt off her hands. "Now we wait," Nana said. "We must water the plants every day, give them love, and keep them safe from weeds and bugs. It might take weeks or even months, but in the end, we'll see something wonderful." Sophie sighed. Weeks and months felt like forever. She didn't like waiting. Every day after school, Sophie visited Nana's house, expecting to see big flowers and vegetables. But for the first few days, all she saw was dirt. She was disappointed. "Nothing's happening, Nana," Sophie said one afternoon, frowning at the empty patches of soil. "Remember, Sophie," Nana said gently, "good things take time. You just have to keep working and be patient." And so, Sophie kept helping. She watered the garden, pulled out weeds, and chased away the bugs that tried to nibble on the plants. Even though she still wished the plants would grow faster, she started to enjoy the work. She and Nana would talk and laugh together, and Sophie loved the feeling of taking care of something so important. One morning, a few weeks later, Sophie ran into the garden as usual. But this time, something was different. "Nana, Nana, come look!" she shouted with excitement. Tiny green sprouts were poking out of the soil. They weren't flowers or big vegetables yet, but Sophie knew this was the beginning. Nana came over and smiled proudly. "See, Sophie? Your hard work and patience are paying off." Day by day, the sprouts grew taller. The tomato plants started to show little green tomatoes, and the sunflower stalks stretched toward the sky. Soon, the garden was full of life, with bright yellow sunflowers and ripe red tomatoes hanging from the plants. Sophie couldn't believe how big and beautiful everything had become. One evening, Sophie and Nana picked fresh tomatoes, crunchy carrots, and a bunch of colorful flowers to bring inside. As they sat down to enjoy a snack of fresh veggies, Sophie beamed with pride. "I didn't think it would take so long," Sophie said. "But now I understand, Nana. It was worth the wait." Nana smiled and gave Sophie a gentle hug. "Yes, Sophie, sometimes the best things take time and effort. But if you're patient and keep working hard, you'll always be rewarded." Sophie looked out at the garden, full of blooming flowers and delicious vegetables, and smiled. She had learned that patience wasn't so bad after all. In fact, it was pretty amazing. Patience and effort pay off.